Hey everybody, it is my third video. I want to share with you something very specific today. One of the things I do with my face-to-face class that I sometimes think my online class does not get the benefit of is I share some websites and some tools that I have found to work for me. So one of the things that I want to share with you today is a website called Canva. Canva, and you can find that by just going to www.canva.com, and you can sign up. It's totally free to sign up. You can do a personal account, education account. It really doesn't matter how you get signed up. I would encourage you to use an email that you will use for a long time. So if you use your student email and from 2 years from now you graduate and you're out, and then you won't have access to that email anymore. So you might lose your ability to access some of the things you've created in Canva. So I'm going to so the first step for you is to obviously create an account. And it's really easy. You just click on one of these things and type in the information that it asks. I obviously already have an account, so I'm going to go ahead and log in. And what you're going to see here is just some basic information. These are some things that I can do in Canva. What you'll see down here are things I have done in Canva. So one of the great things that Canva does is it's a little cloud-based area for you to keep up with all the things that you create as you move forward in your life, in your career, in your marketing endeavors. So these are all just things I've created in the past. But what I want to really point out to you are the amazing things you can do with Canva. And you don't have to be a graphic design artist, and you don't have to know a lot about Photoshop and a lot of different things that sometimes hinder us from moving forward in our stuff. So this is a great way for you to create some things for your marketing plan. Okay. So these are the ones that I use probably the most. So that's what's up here at the top. But I'm going to hit this plus sign. And I want you to just see all the great things you can do with Canva. So you can do social media posts, and what you're going to notice here is that, like, here's a Twitter post, and very specifically what's important is the numbers right down here. So Twitter, Pinterest, Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram, they all have different dimensions that if you will create your post within those dimensions, it will show up better on their platform. So you don't have to know those. Canva does this. They update these every Thursday. So if ever there's a change, like maybe Facebook did just recently make a change so that their square is a little wider than it is tall, I don't have to know that because Canva does all that for me. But also in Canva, you can do anything from a presentation like a PowerPoint. You can make a letterhead, you can make a magazine cover, you can make your resume. It's really just kind of endless, the things you can do here on Canva. But pay attention down here to the marketing materials. You could create a poster, a menu. I don't know if any of you are doing any kind of restaurant or anything like that, but you could create a menu. You can create a flyer. You can do a logo. Maybe your place doesn't have a logo that is very recognizable. You could create one for them. You can create a brochure. You can create a business card. Totally cool. So what I'm going to do is create something so you can kind of see how this works. So I am going to, I think, create for you a Facebook post. Let's do that. So we're just going to do a traditional Facebook post. So I clicked on that. And what happens is Canva opens up the canvas for you to start working on. Obviously, here's my canvas. Totally blank. I haven't done anything to it yet. But what you'll see over here are templates that marketing and graphic design artists across the world have created and have shared with you. So let's say, for example, that I am going to do a talent show for a nonprofit. So I can scroll through here. I can find one that I really like this is kind of a cool one. It doesn't really matter. That's the danger of Canva is you can get so caught up in all of the options. But I'm just gonna click on this one, and you're gonna see here's this template right here. I can now go in and I can change any of this. So let's say I don't necessarily like that color. So maybe I want to change the color. And it's a background color, so it's transparent. So here's my little transparency. I can make that darker. I can make it lighter. There's a lot of things I can do. I can also change the words. So I can just click on a word and say, show your ability. I'm just going to make stuff up. And maybe I need to change the audition time from 6 to 8. So you can, I'm really just making this stuff up. So I can click on this and I can say it's at the Gleamar Center for the Arts. And down here, I can make changes here. Let's say, you know what, I don't really even like that font, so I can change the font. I can change the color. I can make my own color. So here's another thought. Maybe I don't want that to be, maybe I want that to be white. Do you see what I'm doing? So you're just clicking on these things and making changes. And then when I'm done, so I really didn't do a whole lot, but I have a great little post here. I can hit share, and I can share it with my social media links. I can embed it. I can link it. So I can say here, click here to get some more information. I can share it to people. I could email it to someone and say, hey, look over this. Or I can just download it. And then in the download option, it gives you a lot of different things. So like you can download it as a JPEG, a PNG. The difference between a JPEG and a PNG is that the PNG is going to have more pixels in it. So it's not going to pixelate as quickly, but it's also a bigger file. A lot of times, if I am doing something and the newspaper needs it or a magazine needs it, they'll want me to send it to them as a PDF print so that they can put it on their print graphic design program. So a lot of different ways to download it. I'm going to hit just PNG and then I'm going to hit download. And this is going to download fairly quickly. It's totally free. So I can name it whatever I want. So this is going to be United Way Talent Show. And I can put it wherever I want to put it on my computer. And there it is. There it is. How cool is that? But I do want to point one more thing out to you, because some of you are working for some nonprofits that already have a logo, already have some colored design branding that they've done. So you might want to upload. So let me go back here. We're going to go to another thing. You didn't see me save that at all, but you're going to see it generate a preview right here. So later on I could come back and open that up and edit it. It automatically saves. So let's say that I am going to do a post for, or I don't know, an invitation. We're going to do an invitation. Now, I know that I want to use, let's say we're going to do it for the Imagination Library. So what you see here are things I have uploaded. So let's say I haven't already uploaded that United Way thing. I could go to upload your own image. and I can find anything. I'm just going to click on anything here. Pictures. There's my United Way one right there. So I can hit open, and you're going to see this little bar, and it looks like this little thing is swimming. That's uploading that picture. And then guess what? That's always going to be there in the stuff that I upload, so I'll never have to upload that again. And then I can just drag it over here to my blank canvas, and I can maneuver it just like you would on any other program. I can change my background. So let's say that I want to do this, but I want that exact yellow color, and I can add a color, and I can try to guess. I can get kind of close, but it's not exactly right. Okay, I'm going to show you another little shortcut. If I'm going to click on a different tab up here, so I'm just in Google, and I'm just going to type in HTML color picker from image, and so I type HTML color picker from image, and then I'm going to go to a different website, again totally free, and I'm going to upload that same picture. Open, and then I'm going to get in here and I'm going to grab a color. Okay, so what you'll see down here is the color code for that color. So I can highlight that and copy it, and then go back over here to my United Way thing that we're doing, and I'm adding a color. So look right here, I can click on that, and then I'm going to paste that color, and it's now perfect. It's the exact color of that. Let's say then that we want to add some text. This is kind of fun too, because Canva gives you all these really cool popular text things that people do, and so you can pick any of those that you might want. I kind of like this one, so I'm going to scroll that down here. I'm obviously not having an engagement party, so I'm going to change that word to talent. Then I'm just gonna delete that part. Oh. And I'm gonna ungroup those. So you saw up here, I couldn't get to the Charlie and Katie because they were grouped together. So I had to ungroup those, and then now I can move. I think I can. I think I can. Let me do this. Range back. I don't know why it won't let me have that back part. There we go. And I can center it, just, the basic things that you would do no matter what you were doing. And I would add, maybe I just want to add some information here. I'm really just trying to show you the different things that you can do here as I move around. And then I might want to add just a little bit of, how, who, what, where, when kind of thing there. So I showed you two things. One, I showed you that you could use a complete template that they've already created. And then this one, I showed you could start from scratch and do your own thing. One other thing that's very important for you to remember in Canva is, so I'm just going to grab another empty canvas. When you look at these templates, some of them say free, okay? And some of them will say, they don't say free. So what has happened is some of the artists are charging a stipend to use their information or their picture or whatever you decide. So look, I'm going to click on this one. I think this is cute. It says free. But look, those are just, are they not the cutest dogs? But let's say that I want a different dog. So I could click on search a million images and type dogs. And there's going to be all these dogs. And some of them are free. And some of them are going to cost $1. See that? So if I drag this over and I decide, oh, I like that. I like that picture. So maybe, I'm going to go over here. I don't want that picture anymore. I want this picture. Okay, so this is a transparent image. So we'd have to pick another picture to go back behind there. So let me delete that one. Let me find another picture. I want to find one that actually costs money. So we'll pick, oh look, it's a German Shepherd. It's a take your dog to work day, so let's pick one of these. They like to stick their heads out. So, okay, watch this. Here's my picture. When I pop it over here, what you're going to notice is that this is a frame. So that where it looks like there's a cloud in there, it's actually a frame. So it's designed to be a specific size. So when I pop this picture over there, it's going to automatically put my picture into that frame. I can move it around a little, but it is just really going to be in that frame. Now, you also notice that there's a big Canva watermark on here. So if I'm like, oh, I love this, this is exactly what I want, and I go to download, again, the same thing, I can pick the files, I hit download, and it is going to tell me that you have to pay, because this is not a free picture, I would have to pay $1 to use this photo in my design. This is a copywriting licensing option, and it would download if I said yes. If I purchase and download, it would download without the watermark. So what I do is just kind of, I'll put like $10 or $15 into my Canva account at a time, and that way when I find something I really want, I don't have to worry about the $1 charge. So that's that. The only other thing I think you really need to know about Canva is it's just like any other program. You just need to get in here and play with it. So that, there's some things you can do. I can crop that picture. I could flip it. I can space it around. I can make it transparent, so it's not, like jumping out at you on that picture. I can add a filter to it. That one's kind of cool. So that's going to look kind of cool. Kind of makes me want to go get a dog. I already have two. So, the only other thing over here that you probably need to know about is when you go to elements here, there's a lot of things I can add in here. I can add landscapes, I can add people, I can add, I love Canva. Here's the frames I was telling you about. So I'm going to show you one more thing, okay? One more thing, if you're still watching. I'm going to go back to the top. One thing you're going to notice is that these few things that I've done for you are still kind of generating a preview because I just got them done. I'm gonna open another blank one because this is kind of cool. And I'm going to go to Elements, and I'm going to go to Frames. Now remember, whatever I pick here, that's exactly how my picture is going to come over onto it. So this is kind of one of my favorite ones. Like here's a little computer. So if I wanted to say, if I wanted to search for social media, and I find some really cool social media things, like I like that one, and I pop it over here, it's going to go into my computer screen because that's the frame I picked, right? I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to delete that. I'm going to go back to Elements, and I'm going to show you this one because I like this one. It looks kind of funny, and then I'm going to go to my uploads because I have a picture up here. Yeah, this one of this motor, it's a four-wheeler. Watch what happens. So it's a regular picture, right? But when I pop it into this frame, look what happens to it. Is that not the coolest thing? So I didn't have to do that, and I could change my background. I don't know if they have a mud background. That would be cool. They do. So maybe I find some mud that I like. And I make that my background. Now if I pop it over there to if I hit my frame, it's gonna replace my frame, right? So I don't want to do that. I don't know if it'll let me. That's the thing about frames is sometimes it will not. So it would probably be better for me to make that smaller and go to background. And just pick something. We'll pick that. No, I don't like that. Let's pick that. And then I'm going to make that bigger. This is where I get in trouble because I overthink things. And then I'm going to put my little four-wheeler man back up there. So that's pretty cool. And then I could add pictures and words and whatever. But anything that I drag over to my frame is going to split up into the frame, okay? So let's say that we don't like that frame anymore. We're going to go back up here to Elements, and we're going to pick a different frame. Let's pick this one. Now, whatever picture I drag over in there, it's going to split it up into four things. So let me go back to search, and we'll do marketing. So this is kind of cool. Let's see what that does. So that's some kind of, I don't know, is that a vegetable stand? But anything I pick, so here, this was the it's it's just going to split it into those 4 things. So I can still make it bigger, I can make it smaller. The bad thing about using a frame like this is you don't control it anymore. They do. So, like, I don't really like that frame, so I would probably delete that. Go back to elements, pick a different frame, maybe an iPad. I had someone say one time, how did they get that on their PowerPoint? It looks like it's coming off of an iPad. Well, guess what? It was probably Canva. So back to search. And we'll do this one. Maybe. Yeah, okay. But notice this is a $1 one. So if I use this in my thing, it would cost me $1. So that's Canva in a nutshell. I know some of you are still working on getting into your Google Doc. If you are still having trouble, please shoot me an email, let me know. Some of you have not attempted to get into your Google Doc or attempted to communicate with your group. To you, I'm saying that's very dangerous, because at this point, most every group has at least started their project, and they are moving forward without you. And that means your grade will be affected. It's 20% of your grade. The marketing plan is 20% of your grade. Okay, so this thing about Canva, totally just extra. Okay, you don't have to use it. It's not a requirement. It's just something that I use a lot, and I am super excited about sharing it every chance that I get. So that's Canva. Next week I'm going to talk to you about a program called Animoto. And that's a video program, kind of similar to Canva, except that it is the coolest, easiest way to make videos for you, your family, your projects, whatever you're doing. So for today, for this week, I'm signing off. Please email me. Please, please, please email me if you have any questions, concerns, problems, anything I can help you with. That's the only way that I know you need my help, okay? Have a fantastic week and stay warm.